Hey there, and welcome to Living in Durham Region with Rob. Thank you so much for coming and checking this video out. If you did, I'm guessing it's because you're interested in learning a little bit more about the village of Brooklyn. In this video, I'm going to cover the location, kind of the home types in the area, what are the demographics like, a little bit about the schools and the transportation system, even some things to do. And then to wrap up, I'm going to get away from my desk here. We're going to hop into my car, take a little drive through town to show you some of the spots. Hey there, and thanks so much for coming back. It's me, Robert Marsiglio. I'm a sales representative with Keller Williams Referred Urban Realty, living out here in Durham Region. Before we get into this video, if you have any questions about this neighborhood, about Whitby, about Durham Region, about the Greater Toronto Area, and beyond, call me, text me, email me, whatever works best for you. All of my info is down in the description of this video below, and I love helping people just like you move to this awesome area of Ontario. Now let's get on with the video. So first off, where is Brooklyn? We can see Whitby Proper is down here, and if you head just 5 minutes down either Highway 12 or Thixon, even Anderson is a way to get in there, you see the village of Brooklyn nestled just north of the 407. So if we're going to call boundaries out here, I would say Ashburn Road to the west, Columbus Road across the top to the north. This here is the Oshawa-Whitby border. That would be your eastern boundary. And then to the south, I know it jogs a little bit here. To call it clean, let's call it the 407 is the southern border of Brooklyn. Now, most of the development in Brooklyn happened over the last 30 years. Actually, 70% of all homes in this area were built between 1990 and 2010, with the dominant year kind of being the early 2000s. Just like with many small towns, the further you get away from the downtown strip, which this would be historical downtown Brooklyn, the newer the homes get. So for example, this is Meadowcrest. If we zoom in on the Meadowcrest area, you can see slightly bigger lots. Homes are spaced out a little more. This was all done in the 1950s. But if we head just north of Vipond Road here, you can see things are a little tighter, more reminiscent of those kind of late 90s developments, really packing houses in there for developers. And then same thing on the other side of Queen Street as we get into Elder Crescent along Castles Road. You start to see the homes are packed in a little tighter here. Between Bagot and Queen here, you do see a mix of kind of some older bungalows as well as some bigger custom homes that they're being built. We'll take a drive through there later on. Then as you head over to Watford Way, other side of Thixon, this being Old Winchester Village in this area. Again, more and more packed homes. All the development happening in here kind of after 2000. As for the demographics in Brooklyn, I think the easiest way to put it is young families. You're seeing a big portion of the population, about 24% of the population is between the ages of 30 and 44, and another 16% of the population of Brooklyn is between the ages of 0 and 9. So yes, many young families, good mix of young families, as well as some of the original owners who maybe are empty nesters. You're starting to see that turnover in the Brooklyn area. It's a very sought after area, I'll say it one more time, for the young families. With many young families, you are also going to need some schools. So the Durham District School Board has 5 public schools in the area. You have Meadowcrest in the southwest part of town. You have Chris Hadfield Public School a little north of that on the other side of Carnwath. You have the Brooklyn Village Public School, which is at the northeast part of town. Blair Ridge Public School on the eastern boundary in Old Winchester. And Winchester Public School just off of Watford Street, maybe a little more central than the others. Brooklyn High is the public high school in town. But if you're going the Catholic school route, there are 3 options for you. St. Bridget is in the west part of town. St. Leo is a little more central. And St. John Paul II serves the western part of town. There's no Catholic high school in Brooklyn. If you are in the Catholic stream, you need to be bused down to Whitby. Looking at transportation and walkability. So according to WalkScore, Brooklyn gets a 5 in terms of you'll pretty much need a car to do any errands you want. There is some transit nearby and it is somewhat bikeable as well. So let's pull up Google Maps just to give you an idea. We'll use Toronto getting right down to Union Station as our barometer for how good the transportation is. So as you can see, I'm filming this at 10:30 on a Wednesday morning. To get to Union Station by car would take you 48 minutes right now. That's using the 412, which is no longer a toll road as of almost coming up on a year now, right across the 401 and down the DVP. If you did want to take the toll route, you'd go across the 407, which again, just on the south side of town. Taking a little bit longer right now, but usually maybe during the day, toll road could get you there a little quicker depending on where in the city you are going. To get downtown via transit, you have a mix of bus and train options. It'll take you anywhere from an hour and 20 minutes to about an hour and 54-minute commute to get right down to Union Station from the heart of Brooklyn. In terms of things to do, I'd say what Brooklyn is most known for are the Brooklin Spring Fair, which happens down on the south end of town, just off of Winchester. This happens the first weekend in June every single year. And then we also have, happening up here at Grass Park every year, is Christmas in the Village. This is a great time as well. A lot of local vendors come out, kind of pack Grass Park, pictures of Santa Claus, all that good stuff, carols in the church, lots of fun things going on there. You've also got your downtown strip, which I'd say is kind of from Way Street here all the way down Highway 12. Some great restaurants, great cafes, some great ice cream just tucked in right here on the other side of Grass Park Tip Top Creamery. A lot of fun stuff there. And as you can see from the map, lots of ball diamonds and parks and ice rink for hockey, all that good stuff right here in Brooklyn, as well as the community center and library just off of the downtown strip. Where right across the street, actually, they do a farmers market here on weekends during the spring and summertime. Lastly, for any shopping, you're going to go to the Freshco more than likely. That is the closest to everybody in Brooklyn. There will be a Longo's opening up though, right on the southwest corner of Highway 7 and Highway 12. That's your little overview from the comfort of my home office. Now let's go hop in the car and take a little drive through the streets of Brooklyn. And there you have it, we are back in the office. I hope this video shed some light on Brooklyn for you. If it did, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tours of other Durham Region neighborhoods. And if you have any questions about this neighborhood, about Whitby, about Durham Region, the Greater Toronto Area, and beyond, call me, text me, email me, whatever works best for you, because I love helping people just like you discover all the amazing things about this great area of Ontario. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.